U.S. recession odds jump as Trump trade wars bite survey. The odds of a U.S. recession by next year have increased sharply, with mounting protectionism continuing to pose the greatest economic threat, according to a business economic survey Monday. Nearly all the respondents to the quarterly survey from the National Association for Business Economics predicted growth would slow in 2019 but were moderately less gloomy about the risks to their outlook. However, the poll of 53 economic forecasters from major U.S. corporations and universities was conducted in the first half of May, just as U.S. trade relations with China took a sudden turn for the worse but before U.S. President Donald Trump's latest threat to impose new tariffs on Mexico in a dispute over migration starting at 5% and quickly increasing to 25%. Increased recession. The panelists put the odds at 60% for a U.S. recession before the end of 2020, nearly double the 35% forecast in the survey 3 months ago. Nearly 90% of respondents said they had cut their growth forecasts in recent months due to U.S. trade policy, which has involved battles with all major U.S. trading partners, but even so the overall consensus for this year and next are a bit higher than the last survey. Panelists now expect GDP growth to fall to 2.6% this year and 2.1% by next year, from 2.9% at the end of 2018. Most, or 60%, said the balance of risks was weighted to the downside, but this was down from 74% in the previous survey.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.